So here's my breakfast today. It is eggs with a little bit of non-fat mozzarella cheese, which I think melts better than the cheddar, mushrooms, peppers, onions, and my coffee. And that is breakfast. Oh, and I'm going to have a no sugar added applesauce. I'm also going to have this applesauce, the unsweetened applesauce, blueberry, which I think all of this should be 0 points. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Lisa from Norm and Lisa 26 Years, which everyone knows has, even though Norm makes an appearance and Norm is on Weight Watchers, my channel has morphed into what I eat on Weight Watchers kind of channel. So it is Monday, yuck, February 5th. It is about 29 degrees out here. It is 8:47, you will notice from the sunshine. So Lisa, why are you going into work late? Because our school had a 2-hour delay today because it was very icy. We had some ice overnight and they delayed our opening 2 hours. The county I live in actually closed today for ice, but we delayed 2 hours. And it's really not that bad. I mean, I heard there was a lot of accidents on some side roads, but so far, being out here, the road is wet, and that always scares me because I'm always afraid that it's black ice. I've spun out on black ice before, so I do have that little bit of phobia. But so yeah, it seems fine though. So I have so much to talk about today that this may actually end up being a standalone video, and then I'll do a what I ate on Weight Watchers for today later. I just want to kind of catch up because it's been a couple of days. So I went for the first time in reality, other than like Christmas and Thanksgiving, for the first time on my entire Weight Watchers journey since May, I went off the rails. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And I'm paying for it. So if you've been watching my channel long enough, you know that I have not had a real gain since I've been on Weight Watchers in May. I've had ounces here and there that I've fluctuated, but no like poundage gain. This week, I've had a 2-pound gain. I swear to you, it feels like 5. Like I can feel it on my body, and it's 2 pounds. Now, several factors besides my eating this week are attributed. Because of my eating this week, or also because of my system in general, things aren't moving again. Using my tea, using prunes, and whatever else I can get a hold of, I'm trying to move things along. However, I know I talk about number 2 a lot on this channel. I'm sorry. Anyway, one of the things that I did notice, and this is so random, but it never fails, that I always have to go after I weigh in. Now, I get up, here's a little TMI, I get up and I weigh in before I get dressed at the same time every morning. So I have good data. However, once I get dressed, I'm not going to go back in and weigh again after things start moving because I'm usually running late. Plus, I'm not taking all my clothes back off to weigh again. So I always wait till the next day. And sometimes it helps, sometimes it doesn't. Anyway, so up 2 pounds, and let me tell you why. So Thursday, we had Chinese food. And I did what I've been doing in my head. I realized this weekend. I've been doing for probably several weeks, which is why I'm probably at a plateau right now. Well, I've gained, but before that I was on a plateau. So we had Chinese food. I put it in my tracker as a cup of each of the things I had. One was 9 points a cup, one was 10 points a cup. But I hadn't eaten all day. So I was okay with that. I tracked it, and it was the only thing I ate all day. But I also went back and had just a little bit more, I kept telling myself, just a little bit more. And I ended up probably not tracking that correctly. I know I did add more points. I think I wiped out my 23 and said, oh, I wiped out my 23, that should be enough. But it clearly was not. This was me saying, well, it's only Thursday, I'll be fine. So Friday comes along, we went out to lunch. I had a really good lunch. I had a salad. And then I had a French onion soup, but I only ate half of it. Now, I'll be honest, most of what I ate was the cheese. But I only ate half of the soup because it was kind of not that good. It was really salty. So now I've had the Chinese food that was really salty, and I've had this French onion soup that was really salty. So right there, another factor besides just what well, I guess that is still what I ate, but it's the salt of what I ate, not so much the calories. Sorry about the sun, jeez. So then, is that better? Oh, it is better. So then, Friday, we stopped at a creamery, like a dairy, right? And I had ice cream, real ice cream, not like Halo Top or anything like that, real ice cream. Now, I ordered a small, but apparently in this dairy, a small is still 2 scoops, and I mean 2 full-on scoops. Now, I should have behaved myself because what I ordered is not what they gave me. And they gave me chocolate chip cookie dough, which, sorry, I hate. But it was so rich and creamy that it didn't taste like chocolate chip cookie dough the way I'm used to it. It was just like this creamy vanilla ice cream that had chocolate chips in it. And I should not have eaten that. I should have said, you know what, I don't like this flavor. I'm just gonna cut it off and not eat it. I'm gonna eat the top flavor, which was chocolate and marshmallow, which I do like. Nope, didn't do that. Well, of course, being in a creamery, they use sugar and cream, and like it is just this creamy ice cream. I picked in my tracker, because of course I can't track it, I picked in my tracker the most flavorful ice cream I could find with the highest points, and I tracked it and wiped out my points for the day. So then I used a couple of weeklies when I had dinner that night, which I can't even tell you what I had for dinner that night. I don't even know that I did have dinner that night. But whatever I did manage to have, I tracked. I did track everything this weekend. But except for, you know, the Chinese food, like I just said, which was iffy whether I tracked it correctly. So then, Saturday, me and Norm and Amber all decided we were going to go to Trader Joe's, because I've been watching all these Trader Joe's collabs where everybody's like, you got to try this, you got to try that. And I couldn't wait to go because they're very Weight Watchers friendly, it seems. So we went to, and I will come back to that in a minute. And if you watched my food haul, you kind of already know. So anyway, after Trader Joe's, actually before Trader Joe's, my husband said, you know, we can't go grocery store on a full stomach or on an empty stomach because we are terrible when we do that. So we were in the mall and we went to Crate and Barrel just to look around because Amber's getting married and we were just looking at stuff, and Pottery Barn, whatever. So then we went to Cheesecake Factory. Norm had never been to Cheesecake Factory. I love Cheesecake Factory. So we went. I ordered a very small salad, like they have small plates. You can order small plates. I ordered that. It was a goat cheese and beet, which was on the tracker for like 9 points with the dressing. I ordered my dressing on the side, but still took the 9 points, I think, or 6 points maybe. And then I ordered a tuna tartare, which was high in points because it had avocado with it, but it didn't say avocado on the menu. Or at least I missed it maybe, I don't know. Gave myself all the points for that. But then I'm at the Cheesecake Factory, guys. The Cheesecake Factory. What do you think I'm gonna eat? So originally I had said, will someone split a cheesecake with me? And everyone said yes. So I was like, okay. And then I thought we'd split it 3 ways. Well, the problem is, no one wanted the same cheesecake. So I got a piece of cheesecake. Ate the whole darn thing. Now, just the regular cheesecake with nothing on it, 23 points. However, did I get the regular cheesecake? Oh no. I got the tuxedo cheesecake, which I could not find in the tracker. So I just doubled the regular cheesecake and called it a day. So I had a 46-point cheesecake. So I ended the week with like 3 weekly points left, and I don't even think they were real. You know what I'm saying? Because I tracked the best I could. So the fact that I am up 2 points this week, or 2 pounds this week, does not surprise me at all. Like I said, off the rails. Then last night, Sunday, was family dinner night, and family dinner night on Sunday, usually I just make a dinner. I don't try to be Weight Watchers friendly. So I made turkey meatloaf. Normally my meatloaf is made with ground beef. The turkey meatloaf, by the way, turned out amazing. So good, because it was so less greasy than a normal meatloaf, but still had all the flavor because I add A1 steak sauce. Anyway, had that, mashed potatoes, and corn. Now, I was good. I only had a cup of mashed potatoes, and I counted it, and I counted my meatloaf. And I counted my meatloaf just as regular meatloaf because I do put in my meatloaf cheese and ketchup and mustard and eggs and more cheese. So, and tomato sauce, whatever, but that was like organic, so 0 points. But anyway, so I counted as regular meatloaf as though it was beef, even though I used turkey. Anyway, so I counted everything yesterday, and like I said, I think I ended the day with like, or week with like 2 or 3 weeklies, which were probably false weeklies. So I probably went over. I was probably negative, but I did have some fit points, which I never went into using. So I probably wouldn't have been negative, but I probably would have used fit points, whatever. So today, Monday, I am hitting the reset button. I have got to get on my game. I want to do freestyle religiously. I want to do it with fidelity. The problem is this. I was very angry with freestyle, I think like Tuesday or Wednesday, when this whole binge days started. I wouldn't call them full-on binge days because I ate good food along the way, but then I binged on sweets and dessert. I also found myself this weekend picking. So if Norm was eating potato chips, for example, I had 2 or 3. I had a bite of whatever Norm had at the restaurant. I ate a piece of bread, but I didn't eat a full piece, so I didn't count it. I found myself picking and not counting. So I'm positive my weeklies were totally off. So last week was a misfire in my opinion. But like I said, Tuesday or Wednesday, I had really kind of gone off the deep end with freestyle. I was angry with freestyle. I know, or I believe that freestyle is not working for me. So I kind of did where I throw my hands up in the air and said, it's not going to work for me. And I don't think I ever said this out loud, but I think subconsciously, unconsciously, that's what I was doing, was saying freestyle's not working anyway, so screw it. Now, like I've said in the past, in May, if you'd have told me that by February you would be 174 pounds, which is what I am, I would have been thrilled, and I would say, I'll stop there. 174, I'm good. However, now that I've gotten to 174, just like everyone else, I want to go lower. So I'm no longer happy with that. I do have to convince myself and remind myself that I'm a slow loser. 1 pound at a time is what I end up losing usually. Or, you know, at a week is what I end up losing. How I gain 2 in a weekend, but whatever. So I do want to give freestyle like one more really good shot. So February, I'm really going to do freestyle with fidelity. I'm even going to count my coffee creamer, which if you know me, I do not usually count. And I'm going to go from there. I don't know if at the end of February, if I am still on this slump and have gained and lost that same 2 or 3 pounds that I've been doing since Christmas, or just sitting still. Well, I've been sitting still since Christmas. This 2 pounds is my first gain. But I was like, I had ounces that I was going up and down. Norm also thinks we need a new scale. He thinks our scale is broken, but our scale's brand new, so I don't know. Anyway, I may go back I've seen a couple of hashtags and websites this week called Back to 30, and people were taking their points off of Weight Watchers, I guess, and doing it by hand and going back to weighing and measuring using 30 points and however many weeklies we used to get, 35 weeklies or whatever it was. I don't even remember how many weeklies we used to get. And they said it was working and they got their results. Also, I'm going to limit, not take away, but limit my fat-free Greek yogurt consumption, because I was eating like a cup a day with either chocolate pudding or something. I think I'm going to go back to using the Cool Whip and just putting some caramel sauce on that, because it's good for me. I'm fine with that. And I'm going to use the yogurt for things like making dips and dressings that I use on vegetables and not on sweet stuff. Or not as much anyway. If I do use it, I'm going to use it in very small amounts. So I went out this week and I bought, it's not in here today, but I bought these tiny little containers. And I'm going to put, that's going to be like my yogurt and fruit consumption in there. This week though, that is sugar-free Jell-O with frozen berries. So that's going to be that. I am going to try also for a couple of 0 point or 5 point days. So I have been really watching my blue dots, and I've been getting blue dots all through January. And I think that watching Let's Get Fit with Sandy says she has to eat under her points in order to lose weight. I think that if I'm going to do freestyle, I've got to do the same thing. And I've got to stop saying at the end of the day, because, you know, I eat a lot of chicken and vegetables, which end up being 0 points. But at the end of the day, sometimes I'm ending up with 5 to 10 points, and then trying to fill them with junky food, you know, ice cream or snacks or whatever. So I'm going to have to really watch that. That's going to be like my February goal. I do have to get more water in while I'm at work. I've been doing well at home, but all of a sudden at work, for some reason, I'm not getting my water consumption in. So those are my February goals. Really to really stick to the plan with fidelity, track everything, which I try to do anyway. Try to eliminate some of the things that I added to and are now seeming to not work, like the yogurt. I also think that next week I am going back to the egg substitute, and not the 2 full eggs. And going back to the egg whites. I think that's what I'm going to do next week. I haven't decided 100% yet, but it is what I'm going to do. So anyway, now moving on. 2 pound gain, totally my fault. Reset button, boop, ready to go. Okay. Now moving on. On Saturday, like I said, we went to Trader Joe's. Disappointed disappointed is not even a strong enough word. First of all, I have no idea in my head why I thought our Trader Joe's would have adult beverages, because in Maryland, our supermarkets, our grocery stores do not sell adult beverages. I don't know why I was thinking Trader Joe's would be different, but I did. So they didn't have the grapefruit Pompolini, which I really wanted to try. I've had grapefruit Bellini in the past, and I really like it. I just couldn't find it anywhere, so I stopped drinking it. But then I saw that Julie on Living Large on Lifetime drinks it all the time, and she gets it from Trader Joe's. So I thought, oh, Trader Joe's will have it. Why I was thinking that, I have no idea. So there was a couple of things I really truly wanted. I wanted the chicken cilantro wontons. They didn't have them. I wanted the vegetable fried rice. They didn't have it. I wanted the chili lime chicken burgers. They didn't have them. So 3 things right off the bat I wanted to try. Also, I always see people with these like seasonal teas or coffees or whatever, and I've been told that their coffee and tea selection is really good, and the things that they have are really awesome. Their coffee and tea selection, guys, was literally like an end cap in a grocery store, and there was like a couple of teas. The one that Jess uses, the candy cane one, they had that. Whatever. Their cheese selection, I really wanted the mini brie bites, which I put in my cart. Amber was with me, took it out of my cart and put it in her cart because that's what she was doing all day. I didn't notice her do that. Then when we got up to the thing, I said, look, I'm not going to eat all of my brie bites. Put yours back and you can have some of mine, not realizing that she had taken mine. So neither one of us ended up with brie bites. So really mad about that. Their chicken was a good price. I did get their everything but the bagel sesame seasoning mix. It's good. I don't know. I don't know if it's like my favorite. And I love everything bagels, so I thought that it would be. But I don't know. Maybe I'm not using it on the right stuff. I found that. And I found the Gorgonzola crackers. And those are the two of the things I really wanted to get. I got both of them. I did get something else that I really wanted. Oh, the brie bites is what I thought I got, and I didn't. So Trader Joe's, in my opinion, here, kind of a bust. I am going to try a different Trader Joe's and see if that works better. So yeah, I am going to try another Trader Joe's. I'm actually thinking about driving to one that's in Virginia, which is not that far away actually, and getting the Pompolini, #1, because I really want to try that. And then going on a day that is not a Saturday, because oh my God, you couldn't get in and out of the parking lot. It was ridiculous. It was so crowded. I couldn't see half the shelves. People just standing there. This one in particular, in my opinion, was kind of dirty and smelly. But when I said that online, like I posted that on Facebook, friends of mine were like, oh my God, how can you say that? I love Trader Joe's, it's the best. And they're like, you should try this one. And it was the one I was at. And I'm like, So then, on a side note, we then went to Redner's, which I had never been to Redner's grocery store. I'd been to like their little, like, convenience stores, but never their grocery store. And, first of all, the prices were similar to just a regular grocery store that I normally go to, like a Wise or a Walmart or whatever. But their aisles are wide. It's lit. It is stocked. The people were friendly. One of the things we hated about Walmart is that half the stuff is missing or not stocked correctly. The people don't know where anything is. And it's not well lit. It's dark in Walmart and it drives me crazy. But Redner's was a nice surprise for those three things. We're gonna have to watch kind of the pricing because we did end up, because we had gone to Trader Joe's, our groceries seemed to be a little higher this week than normal. But I had also gotten some stuff at Trader Joe's that I wouldn't have normally bought. So anyway, I think we're gonna try Redner's again. They're not as Weight Watchers friendly, but I will tell you this, their cheese selection is absolutely insane. It's like you have a wall of cheese. It's so good. So anyway, it is a little after 9. I have got to get into work and get my stuff done. And I will get back on here later and do a whole what I eat in a day. I'm sorry that this is a whole by itself video, but I just thought I needed to do a little catch up with you guys.